And so this is kind of where it started for some of the sketches. So did this, and I kind of like the idea of like having glasses and just kind of like dots or whatever, ovals for like the eyes or whatever. But I was doing just a lot of explorations, and to be completely honest, it was just a bit weird. Like there's definitely some things I like this guy down here. It's pretty interesting. You know, he has this still stylized and kind of thing going on. Have these two that I really liked, though she doesn't really fit the character, but for like a future character I could see. And again, art style wise, I don't even know if I really want to go with these. I do like them, but I have no idea, right? Like I like this one generally, the look of it. This one as well, but not quite. It's just I don't know. And so I know that I took inspiration from these two. And I was like, okay, I like these, and so I went over to this, and absolutely not. This is gross. This is ill as well. And then I drew this though, and actually I kind of like it. I do kind of like it. I think the look, the expression, it's supposed to be Middle Eastern, so like I don't think I necessarily really conveyed that as well. I did these as well. I mean, these aren't bad. I mean, honestly, I don't think this one is that bad either. It's just again art style, you know. And so there's two main characters. There's Miss Luna, and then there's Ambrosia. So like a short one shot and stuff. But yeah, I do kind of like this though. So I took it, and yeah, you know, kind of did the general design, and I've already kind of designed the they're kind of like, think of like an RPG, like a class, right? They're called Seers or whatever. So I just kind of designed that. But I already did, so I just took reference from something I already drew. And so in the comic, there's like these other characters, and it's kind of like this creepy owl thing or whatever. And I kind of like this drawing, but again, it all comes down to art style, and still have not figured out, you know, exactly. So after this, I kind of want to explore just a bit more. And so it starts here, and it's set up like a lineup, a character lineup, but I'm not finishing this. So I actually do like the first one. Again, I don't know if it necessarily matches or makes any sense here, but I do like it in general, like the character or whatever. As well as the second one, very angular, definitely gives off yeah, you know, I don't know the right word to put it. It's just I like it, I dig it, you know. And then it keeps going on, and honestly, after these two, it's not the same. So I'll go over it anyway because I was still just trying to see. So I drew this character. She's not bad, but honestly, I still just don't really think I like it. It's just not really. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of it. Then I drew this, and honestly, not really a fan of it either. It's like, ugh, right? And then this one, genuinely, just no. It's this art style doesn't even. It's too. It's still stylized, but it's a bit closer to reality, and it's like, nah, you know, it's kind of whack. Then I drew this, and honestly, it's still kind of a no. I remember kind of liking it, but it's art style thing. And honestly, I don't even want to show you the last one, but I'm gonna show you anyway. I just shuddered. This is gross. Honestly, not. It's just I just don't like it. I don't like how it came out, and honestly, it's just. But it really does come down to these two. I like. They kind of come off. It's like they have. There's just something about it. I can't explain it that I really like. Right. So after I did this, I kind of went through here, and I was like, kind of did some studies, face studies of some artists or whatever that I liked. So I was just kind of, you know, no reference, you know. A lot of these, it's not really reference. It's just kind of trying to pull it from what I like, you know, because I do have a style. Like there's obviously ways that you see that I draw eyes. But it's just, it does come down to just being consistent in a style that I struggle with the most. Because, like, this is cool. Like, I like the general idea of this right here. That's what I'm saying. I like the general idea of this, but I do think it doesn't really work. This guy, he works, I think, for like more, because it's not just seers, it's kind of knights and seers or whatever. So I guess if he were like a knight, I could definitely see this character being something. This is like an absolutely not, this guy, a knight obviously, but I actually kind of like him. Because I guess if I could say the art style that I want is like, I want something, and I'll put up a photo of what I was kind of looking at to just kind of, this is what I want, I'll show you. But it's kind of like this kind of in between. Like I want something that's kind of, it's a style in which you can tell what race someone is. Like if someone's black, someone's white, someone's Asian, someone's Arab, all that, you'd be able to tell. It's not just, and nothing against anime. I'm very obviously inspired by anime, but I guess it's like, I do kind of want an art style that kind of, even within the face, you could probably tell sometimes, not all the time, because even real life people, you're not always able to, but tell the difference. But and I mean that in terms of like, you might think someone's this and they happen to be like, another thing, right? But but that's kind of like, like I like this, it just doesn't really work. Like some of these I do like the ideas of them, like, but I do think it's kind of these three, they're kind of the pillars here. I feel like I like a lot, but I think that's about it. She's also not bad. If I were to take down the opacity just a bit more, she's also not horrible. I do kind of like her as well. But yeah, that's about it for this one. And so after this, I'm still just kind of thinking, still just kind of questioning some stuff. Like, okay, this is cool, but I'm still not really figuring it out. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so I drew this, And so this is more of a character lineup. But these aren't like, this is me redrawing the sketch I did in my sketchbook, but I drew these, and honestly, I did actually really like how they came out. But again, like, this wasn't even me really thinking about the comic, but it is something that when it comes to art style, it's always something on my mind. How am I going to draw this? And that's kind of what I find to be sort of the annoying thing about it. But looking at this, I actually really like how this came out. I drew him first and drew these two first, and then drew her and kind of liked her. I mean, I like her now, but I do feel like a lot was lost. Like, this guy definitely carries something that the rest just don't really have. So, moving on, but I kept going, and honestly, I just really found myself kind of digging some of these characters. Like, I do like her a lot, actually, Like, I kind of like the design. I mean, again, I wasn't really trying to design really, really cool characters. I mean, they're kind of basic. Yeah, tank top and pants. So deep, right? But actually, I still really like it. Like, art style wise, trying to make it somewhat consistent with each other. And I don't think I necessarily nailed it with all of them. I liked her, the expression especially, really. And I actually like this foot, like this shoe right here. I dig it a lot. And she might be my favorite one on the page, her and the guy. Like, I feel like just in invoking character, I feel like these two really kind of, in my opinion, like, I could see them being more her, the green lady, and the blue guy. Like, if I were to ever redesign them, I probably would keep them fairly the same. But yeah. But again, just going with the art style, like, what I do want is kind of, I don't know, it's just something that can kind of be kind of not realistic, but just a bit more emblematic of reality, like of real people, but not too far to the point of like realism. It's like I want something, again, like whimsical, like something that's just still stylized, something still can be fun, exaggerating certain features. I didn't really like this one though. Yeah, really didn't really like this one, but so moving on. So I was again coming back to try to work on the art style, and so I started with these, and trying to just see, just interested, just what would I do differently. And honestly, I don't think I liked a single one of these. This is where, so I was looking at a reference. I was really looking at it for this, face shape. And she had a pretty interesting face shape. And then nose as well. So I drew her. you know. Actually, I kind of like it, but again, I feel like it's a bit too. It doesn't really have that whimsical. It's like super serious now. Like this is what you would see in a very serious, dark kind of, maybe not dark, but very serious kind of comic. And like, don't get me wrong, I like it. Like, I could definitely see myself really wanting to like do like an illustration and kind of style thing going on. But you know. So I kept going, and I did this one. Didn't really like it. Did this one, didn't really like it. Like, I like it, and I like them for different reasons. Like, I like this one because I guess I like the nose shape or whatever. I sometimes struggle with doing characters with this kind of nose shape well. What does that mean? It's just, I don't know. My brain just like, I've drawn characters with this, and sometimes I don't always like how they come out, you know? And it's, you know, it always comes down to like other elements, but I do like the nose. I don't know how to explain that. I actually like her nose as well, but the character in general just wasn't cool or whatever. Drew this one. Yeah, I mean, I kind of like it, especially the kind of, you know, that going down there. But I just drew this one because the way I was sketching was I was kind of doing, you see, if you hold the pen at a certain angle, like a pencil, like you get something like that, but hold it like this, you get something a lot more thin. And I've been kind of just experimenting with just doing it with the point of it, and it has made sketching a lot more, where I can sketch on one layer. I don't have to do the shape and then go on another layer. I can just literally do the shape super thinly with that, and then kind of go over it with the thicker lines, which is pretty neat. Reduces all of that all the time, typically. Not the time, but I don't know, I just like it. But and then I drew her, right? And so she's literally just me redrawing a character that I did, or of an illustration. And I kind of just redid it, and it's like, I liked it, right? I like it a lot. I dig it, right? But again, with these, the only thing I would say that I don't like, I like them, especially these two. But with these two, it's like it's a bit closer. It's still very, very stylized. Don't get me wrong. Like, she doesn't look like a literal real person, but they're a bit closer in terms of like proportions. And so like, I don't really know how I feel about that, you know. Let me show you one more, because it just goes back to that whole, I'm trying to figure out this art style stuff, man. It's literally just, so I drew this, and then I redrew it, which I think I should have redid it again, because I could have definitely done better than this, but you know. And then I did some stuff here, and I like, these are both from different references, but I didn't redraw this one. I was just like, you know what, I don't really like drawing faces from references, which I need to get back into doing, because I kind of need to get that skill back up and going, because you can't really figure out, I feel like you'd be better doing art style studies if you just kind of study real life still, you know, try to find those shapes in real life, try to figure things out on your own. And I have it bad because, you know, like they say, you know, study other artists, but sometimes, man, I don't really be wanting to study other artists. I like genuinely just be wanting to, like, you know, I just be wanting to draw, man. Like, I don't even tell you. So I did some studies. It's like some of the noses or whatever I've seen from like Leo Romeo. Really, I think Leo, I forgot his name, I don't know, but it's this pretty cool artist. I'll probably put it on the screen. And then I drew this guy, right? I actually like this guy a lot. Again, though, as much as I like it, it's kind of like, it wouldn't work. Like, I feel like it could, but it wouldn't, you know? And so it's like, still like the guy, though. And I drew this, didn't really like it, and then I drew this. And it's like, these three things, right? I drew, not looking at anything. And I think if you were to really just look at it, I can do all of these things. I can do something that's like that, like this, you know, like that, and like this. And they all vary in terms of just style or whatever. And what I struggle with most is just being consistent with one style. And honestly, I get frustrated, but this part of the segment is over, so I'm gonna just, you know, I see ya. So I also had one more thing I wanted to show you guys. So I had another idea for like another story or whatever, and I had already kind of went and did the kind of style study. So even here, it's just me trying to think of these things like roles of manipulation, size, shape, tilt, eyelids, just really just trying to create different characters. I mean, you know, I have this kind of thing going on. Just kind of trying to be very thoughtful and intentional. Like even these faces that you see here, it's like very. I just took this face, you know, duplicated and multiplied it, and basically just, as you see, trying to connect it with, you know. I don't think I probably should have had that go down a little further, but yeah, as you can see, it's like like just the different proportions and how much that changes the character. Like, yeah. So, and the thing is, like with this, I feel like I was a lot more consistent with it, which is pretty crazy. Cause literally, this only happened like what, for like a day. I was really just setting 10 down, or whatever. But I mean, I don't know. Like just looking at a lot of these, I actually still really like them. Like a very sketchy kind of art style, kind of going here. I was really trying to get these shapes, just unique characters, trying to get them to just look, like all of them aren't the best, Like I like this guy here. He's a funny fellow, the big mustache. Don't know what's going on with that guy. I like this guy, Don't like that. It's ugly. It's just not. It's like the idea just isn't there. I like this guy, I like that guy. I like that guy. I really like this guy. This guy here. This is a cool guy right there. Real cool guy. I like these three, especially this guy and her. I feel like these two definitely just cool, real cool, real cool. And I did some other stuff over here. Like this guy is pretty neat. Like, sometimes I succeed in creating characters. Like I really like this guy. Man, I like that guy. Seems like a pretty yeah. Anyways, I actually like her too. This is just really goofy, and that ear really bothers me. I like the nose. I like the nose. I actually like this guy, but he doesn't really fit the same way like everybody else. So, yeah, But I did just kind of want to show you guys this. But this is about it, though. Honestly, yeah, trying to be consistent with an art style can be kind of difficult, but you just gotta try and gotta keep going at it, man. All right.